Okay, good evening, everyone. Today is 28th of October 2024. It is around 9:07 p.m. in Singapore time. All right, today, of course, as usual, this is Monday, so I'll be speaking in English. And for my Burmese friend, I will be speaking, I will be doing the analysis on every Wednesday. I'm sure you know already, yeah? So, yeah, so today is, I will speak in English. So, okay, what can we expect this week? All right, so I think this week is going to be one of the most important week as well. Okay, so let us go through this one first. So you can see this week is week number 44. We have quite a lot of news. Okay. Today is Monday. Okay. Today, Monday, you can see that not much, but you see from tomorrow onwards, okay, we have a lot of news coming up. All right. And now, okay, there are a few things that I want you to focus on. All right. Because the news are too high impact until now we have to choose which one is even the higher degree rating. All right. So the one of the major one is going to be, of course, going to be this Australian CPI, which will be coming out on Wednesday, and then another one more major is going to be, this one is a double major, put it this way. Okay, it is a BOJ policy rates. Okay, so just keep in mind, you remember in the recent history, right? In last August, all right. In last August, something really big happened in the market, right? Market almost broke. Okay. So it was because of why? Because of from out of sudden, the BOJ, they raised the interest rate. I think more than, for example, like 10 years, right? They have been zero interest rate. Okay, or zero, or you can even say negative interest rate. Okay, and out of sudden BOJ start right increasing their interest rate when the whole hell break loose, right? They call it Japan carry trade unwinding, right? But of course, market seems to have recovered from it, and this Japanese government has a lot of negative impact on them. All right, because Japan is, put it this way, they are having a little bit of a lot of political and economical issue right now. All right, of course, their birth rate is failing, and they have a very high inflation problem in Japan, right? So, which is not really a good time to be in the to be a Japanese currency earning person. If you're working there and you're earning in Japanese currency, it's not a good time for you for the past few years. Okay, so first one is CPI. I want you to take note of CPI, I just mentioned. And the second one is, of course, monetary item, right? This Japanese rate decision. I don't think they will increase rate. Okay, I don't think so. I don't think they dare to try again. Okay, and if they do that, that would be a very big problem. Okay, they are just shooting themselves in the foot. Okay, so I don't think so. I don't think they will raise the rate, but it's good to pay attention. Okay, and last but not least, all right, one of the more major important one is going to be the non-farm payroll. This one I'm sure everybody know, all right? Every first Friday of the month, so you know what is it, right? So this is gonna be an important item. So just to summarize that the whole week is important, all right, start from tomorrow. But of course there are other things that are a bit more important as well, which I just mentioned. Okay, so this is this week, all right? And as you already know, next week, all right, next week is even more crazier, right? We have the rate statement. We also have a US rate statement, and most importantly, in the next week we have a presidential election. This is gonna be very big. Okay, this is the like every 4 year one time kind of issue. I still really remember the time Donald Trump win the election in 2016. I was totally glued to the computer. Go right. In on that particular day, they almost right almost $100, but in the end of the day, it dropped another $100. So you see, gold. This kind of movement can repeat again. Okay, so please be careful on this week and especially next week. Okay, so talking about the rate decision a little bit here, because next week we also have a rate decision. I mean, late Wednesday and earlier so for this case on the late Thursday, earlier Friday, we have a rate decision, right? Let's talk about what we expect from the market. All right. I think everybody can hear. So you must know what is coming so that you can predict or decide what should be your action on the market. Okay. So all right. So let's directly focus on this. So next we still have a rate decision on November. All right, we still have a rate decision on December. All right, so as of right now, the chance of cutting the rate by 0.25 is already is given 98.9% ready. So it's almost like they are very sure, the market is very sure they're gonna cut half a point next week. Okay, so I think that will be the case. I have spoken about it before. Somehow for the past few years, right? This Federal Reserve Federal Watch tool, which you can just go and Google it and stuff like that. Federal Watch tool, they never so-called deviate, or they never get it wrong. Put it this way. They say they will cut rate, they will cut rate. They say they will raise rate, they will raise rate. And now next week they are saying that they're gonna cut rate. Okay, so they were I would say almost 100% they will cut rate. Okay, so this is what we are expecting right now. Okay, and I have prepared a little bit of some fundamental data that you should be looking at. All right, so and for this week also, all right, don't play. I can't prepare. Okay, I have prepared for you guys to see. I hope I will try my best to do it every week. Okay. So this week we have a lot of earning. All right. You can see from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, full of it. Right. On Tuesday we have Visa. Right. And for Wednesday we have Coinbase, we have Caterpillars. And Thursday we have Intel. Right. We have Mastercard. All this kind of and of course Friday we have all the energy related. So this whole is going to be a one big crazy week. Okay, so please be careful, be aware of that. And all right, then I were talking about this rate cut, right? So this is what the Federal Reserve, or what the Federal Reserve is supposed to be doing. All right, so we are here. All right, we are here. This kind of data, I got it from some people from the inside. All right, so I'm just sharing with you. For example, we are here, right? So for the until to the end of 2024, earlier 2025. So we are until here, right? So this is November. They were likely to cut 0.25%. All right. Then this is likely they're gonna cut another 0.25 around this level as well. So everybody is sort of expecting to cut in November and December. So which is in line with what everybody is saying. Okay. And now one more data that I want to show it to you. This is quite rather important. This is more of predicting of the market crash. Okay, so are we gonna see the market crash in 2024 or not? It is from this data showing that it is very, very, very unlikely. So you see, when there is a market crash, or market crash, because there is must be some reason that accompanying the market crash, right? Market, they don't crash just like that. Okay, they will crash because of some reason, something is bad happening, something like that. So you can see that these red colors are basically the previous so-called the market crash. Of course, the bigger one is at 2008, which is they call it a great financial crisis, and then the last one is of course COVID crisis. Okay, you see during this time, you see these are what we call it yield spread. All right, so they measure the bond market, right? You can see during this time, you see the yield spreads are really climbing very big, right? We have a very much climb on the 2008, and we also have a very big climb on the 2020 as well. All right, there was a bit of a climb here as well. All right, but these are more severe one, right? So okay, so this is the past, and now we are here. We are here in 2024. Are you seeing any climbing of the credit spread or not? No, right? So until this kind of warning come back in again, I don't think we're gonna have a crash coming in yet. That's why I keep on saying, the crash most likely, I think somewhere in 2025, if not in 2026, definitely not in the 2024, in my opinion. All right. Of course, we have to see who really win the presidential as well. Of course, future nobody can tell in Asia, but from the data that we are so-called monitoring, no sign. Okay, just put it this way: there's data that monitoring. We have no sign of market crashing so far. All right, so I think we still have a little bit of bullishness going on. Okay, and just recently I got information from one of my close friends. So we kind of keep tracking on the Bitcoin as well. All right, you can see that for the past for the past few hours, the Bitcoin is quietly climbing. All right, I will talk about this when we go through the Bitcoin analysis. Okay, so please so-called be aware of that first. Okay, so let's quickly go through the technical chart now. All right. All right. Okay. So let's start with the British pound that's going on right now. Okay. So what is happening to the market right now? Okay, let me show you. Okay, hang on. So as usual, the left side is a CFD, the right side is the future chart. So I'm expecting British pound is nearing to the some support level. I'm not really so ready to buy yet. I am expecting this kind of level will be a very good level for us to buy in. For example, like 1.228 to 1.289, this kind of level for us to get in. So let's say tomorrow we have a bullish candle you want to buy. I mean, you please be aware, okay? Because markets still can go back down and hit some resistance here or support here for this matter before they climb back up higher. So I am not so 100% so bullish on British pound yet. I would like to wait a little bit, more shakeout in my opinion. So I'm slightly bearish or overall bearish day on this guy. Another one is euro. All right. And euro is also around the roughly the same. I am expecting market will do a little bit of sort of like a rebounding in my opinion. I mean, market will do a little bit of pullback in my opinion. So let's see how is that. I am not 100% so bullish just yet. I think you see what I mean. Okay, let me show you one example. We have a very strong bullish candle here, and people who think that, oh, it's bullish candle and curving, they buy, they put a stop loss here. What happened? Market go down, right? And after that, they thought the market is going to go down. They sell. What happened now is market is climbing back up. So I don't really think we are on the kind of bottom yet. I will be just monitoring it closely. I think a little bit late to short and too early to long in my opinion. All right. I'm expecting euro will be one of the weaker one in my opinion. All right. I'm sure if you watch my video enough, in this pair we have two categories. The first one is basically it's a euro. All right, first one is basically is British pound, US dollars, and euro US dollar is kind of one group. Another one is Aussie US dollars and New Zealand US dollars are second group like that. So I think the first group stay weak in my opinion. All right. If you really want to long against US dollars, I think instead of looking at British pound and euro, I suggest you to look at Aussie and New Zealand if you want to. All right. So they are stay a little bit going lower, but I think if they want to come back up, I think this guy will be the first to really go up in my opinion. All right. And another one is New Zealand. Okay. Another one is New Zealand. You can see here. All right, New Zealand. New Zealand is one of the better looking one in my opinion, because I can see that we are already, this today candle is here. We are already in the like a pin bar, this kind of like an extreme condition going on here. So I expect market to, if they were to go up higher, I think this guy will likely to go up higher in my opinion. So it's like if you ask me to choose among these four, the first three is definitely quite weak, and the second group, I think New Zealand is the better looking one in my opinion. All right. Okay. Another one is gold. All right. Gold. Let me explain what is going on in gold a little bit. Okay. Gold currently, let me show you in the weekly time frame. Yeah, gold currently, what is happening to gold is right now is that gold is a little bit overstretched. Okay, a little bit overstretched, but doesn't mean that they are going to go lower. It's just that they are something like they're a bit tired in a way, and they are just doing a bit of like pulling back, going up, pulling back, going up, in my opinion. So in this kind of condition, the way you should be trading is that you shouldn't be going with a very big loss size and very tight stop loss. You should not do it. Okay. What you should be doing is that you should be like trying to with a bit of lower loss sizing and a bit of wider stop loss, because basically what the goal is doing that they are trying to find some footing at the same time they are trying to shake people out. Okay. You can see from here. Okay. Why I show it on weekly time frame here, that you can see the gold is already all-time high, and we are already on the sort of like exhausted kind of condition at this moment. So what is the best gold support level? You can see here, the support level is here, right? Which is currently is 2750, right? 2750. We are talking about 2680. So we are talking about 70 points lower. So we are talking about 70 point lower is now is, let's say it's 2740 here. 70 point lower is we are talking about is somewhere also 2680, this kind of stuff. So 2680 is somewhere, sorry, 2680 is somewhere this region. All right. So my point here is that, you know, gold can, out of no reason, they can fall here to find their retest. You got what I mean? And even if they go here, doesn't mean that gold is going to go down a lot, you see. You see, gold is just finding some footing. They are like waiting for some buyer to come in to push the price higher. Okay, so I think gold is just being tired, in my opinion. Overall trend is stay pretty up on the high side. Okay, and please remember, next week we have an election. I cannot stress enough. Next week we have an election, and gold can go up and down $70 for nobody business, like nobody business. Please be aware that, they will make you think that they will do something like that. All right. And what made you think so? Then what made you think that way? Oh, I can buy, I put my stop loss somewhere here, somewhere here. Then what happened? Next week come, they're gonna do a very big whip. And even if you are right eventually to the upside, the moment the market go up, we are no longer in it really, because you see, we sort of like conveniently put our stop loss very easy. And they can swing something like this. Always remember, be, before the breakout, there will be a shakeout. Okay, so before you can enjoy from the breakout, we have to expect some shakeout first. Okay, remember, the lingo very nice. Before breakout, there will be a shakeout. Okay, so, or you can put it this way, there will be a shakeout before the breakout. Okay, so market is now really crawling in. So, they might do something like this. So please be very careful. I have to warn you enough. It happened before. This kind of president election is only happen every one time in 4 years. So don't play. Okay, don't play. Please be very careful. All right. So this on gold. Silver is even better, actually, in my opinion. Silver, I'm bullish as well. I think market will really come to retest here. I already show my projection ready. Then it will go back up higher from there. All right. So I'm not really buying a lot. In fact, I don't have a position on them. All right, so I'm just looking at it daily to see whether one is the time I can bounce in. Okay, so far I'm looking at silver to the potential buy, and I'm also a little bit looking at New Zealand to the potential buy. New Zealand is only today, then I saw the setup. Okay, so far I have so-called two. One is a New Zealand long, a little bit not bad. Another one is silver. I'm looking for a buy position. Okay, everybody okay so far? Is everybody okay so far? Another one is Canadian, US dollar Canadian. All right. Okay. All right. US dollar Canadians, they are really being stretched to the max rate. You see, this was the last time they really come here. They go and really do the really full testing. Then after that, they really pull over. I think we are coming back to retest here, in my opinion. All right. I think sooner or later, they might do a bit of rollover, in my opinion. So what am I saying? I'm saying that I think we are coming a little bit near to the, at least a temporary top. All right. So if you want to buy, you have to be quite cautious. If you want to sell, I think we wait for a rollover a bit. Okay, what do I mean by rollover? Rollover mean from bullish candle to bearish candle. This is what I call a rollover. Okay, so at least you need to wait 1 more days, or let's see how this candle end, because this candle will only end on tomorrow, so the colors they can change. Okay, so a little bit cautious on this guy at the moment. All right. Another one is US dollar JPY. All right, US dollar JPY also a little bit need to be careful right now. All right, you see they use, all right, so you can see here. All right, so let me show you. I was expecting this, they will come to here, it's already touched already. So I'm going to delete this projection ready. So what really happened today? So you see, they have, because of last Thursday, all right, they have a bearish candle. So what happened? So people will sell here. all right, then they will put the stop loss here. This is the very textbook, kind of like trading. All right. So what happened? They use Monday, which is today. They use the gap up, right? They even go up higher to wipe out the stop loss that put above here. People call it liquidity trap, whatever they like to call it, but it is the same information here. So they are using this to trap people up, and they're using this to eat stop loss of the people. And also at the same time, they are making people think that, oh, Monday, market is going up. Everybody was, thinking that going up further. What they do? They're gonna come in long position. They're gonna open the buy position, right? So what happened? By end of today, the market go down. So you see, by this behavior alone, they did two things. They stop out the sell position around here, and also they also trapped a lot of new buyer position here already. So I think market what will likely to go? I think they will likely to go below this to stop out the buyer position again. So I think market will likely to go to, for example, like 151.4 region first. So now it's 152.6, right? So it's mean I'm saying that it can fall around another 120 points lower first. So if you're looking for a buyer, now it's not a time for you. Okay. I think it will go to 151.4, this kind of region first. Okay. That is the reason why I don't really like to trade on Monday, especially on the Asian session, because they are full of, tricking and all the trapping. Okay. So far I have what do I have? I have silver. I'm waiting for a long position at this moment. Okay, let's talk about Dow Jones. All right. Okay, Dow Jones, I have predicted on the last week. I've seen the market will likely to roll over to the downside, and you can see market have a very big sell in the week over week, kind of like a basic at this moment. All right. So what I'm expecting to happen is, since the market have already touched a bit of like a congested level here, which is between 42,000 and 42,600. I think what they're gonna do is, I think they're gonna do some bounce first before they're gonna go lower. So I think the election, yeah, I think during the election, I think market will go a little bit further lower in my opinion. All right. So currently market is like in the range bound here, so they're gonna pull back a little bit. And I think when the election come, they're gonna drop big time in my opinion, especially the Trump, if the Trump win, because if Kamala win, people will think that, oh, the policy are about the same. But if the Trump win, there will be a lot of like people taking profit, right? Because they don't know what kind of policy Trump will bring, right? So I think if Trump win, I think market can, like, most probably, I can be wrong as well, market likely to go lower further in my opinion, before he really start to talk his economic plans. Okay, so like people are like not sure, take profit first. You know what I mean? So there might be a lot of like position close, and it will snowball to the downside. Okay, so I think a little bit not a good time for you to buy now in my opinion. All right, so Dow Jones, all those things, just relax for a while. I think it's gonna have a very high impact on next week. Okay. All right, and another one is my favorite one. Hey, you guys bought already or not? No, trading is a very boring game. Want to make money, you have to focus, okay? There is no other way around, okay? Okay, so I want to mention about this fella, all right, which is a Hong Kong stock, but I'm talking about in China stock in general. I am expecting this guy is going to go a lot higher. All right, I repeat, China stock, I have been bullish. I have been bullish for quite, I think the whole year of 2024, more or less, I have been bullish. All right, so we have been on the more or less on the right track, right? We are on the more or less on the right track, and I have been bullish, right? And I just want you to aware of this again. All right, we have been tracking the China liquidity for quite some time now. I think the liquidities are very, very, very promising. So that should be the reason for us to stay on the bullishness of China market. Okay, I repeat, we are seeing a very indicative information on the Chinese liquidity, saying that because of the very huge liquidity pouring into the market, it should bring the China market or Hong Kong market in together. It should go up higher. So we should not be bearish on China market in the near future. Okay, so they kind of like a cyclical. So you can see here, hang on, let me show. I expect this so-called liquidity will peak somewhere around after November and December. So we are stay at least 1 or 2 months, at least minimum 1 month away. All right. So talking about shorting the Chinese market, I don't think so. All right. We are at least minimum 1 month or 2 months away. All right. Sometime even in the, even the time come, they still can shoot up even further. So too early to call any bearishness here. So I'm pretty bullish on this guy. So I'll be very patiently looking, adding long position in China market for quite some time. Okay. I hope by following me, I hope you can make a lot of money out of it. All right. Of course, I can't tell the future. I can just tell you the very likely case scenario. All right. So I think the Chinese market and Hong Kong market were going to go up even higher. All right. So my job is that I will look for a good setup. I will buy. I mean, of course, market go up is good for me. If market go down, it hit my stop loss, I will wait again. You got what I mean? Because the chance of market going up and chance of me catching the market, right, is it is very high probability here. Market is a probability game, huh? I'm sure you know it already. So I'm only buy lah, put it this way. All right, just to summarize, only buy. Okay, so this on China. All right, and I want to go through last two. All right, last two. I hope today is a very value added to you. All right, hopefully. Okay, this guy. Okay, look at this guy. You see, there was last week, right? There was leaked memo saying that the Israel will strike Iran on last weekend, right? It's already leaked already. I don't know whether it's intentionally leaked or whatever. Okay, but the date everybody know already. And people think that, when the Israeli strike, Iran, the thing's going to be very bad. The market is going to, the oil is going to go up higher. This kind of thing. So you see what happened. You see, last weekend, yeah, they strike, yeah, but of course, it is limited, right? And the damage is almost, I don't think it is severe, right? There's the like Iran never say anything at all, right? So you see what happened on Monday, which is today. You see, instead of market going up, you see, right? Market even went down lower or came down, right? This is the market for you, all right? You see, if everybody know about the so-called like something is most likely will not happen. Okay, you see those people that whoever think that because of the market is because of Israeli strike and the oil price was spike higher, is totally happened to the opposite. So in my opinion, since there's no escalation at this moment, I think oil price might be a little bit on the downside in my opinion. Today this afternoon I was looking, I was thinking that, hey, the gap down, why don't I buy a long position to potentially fill the gap? And upon looking at my setup and everything, I decide not to long on it because I'm not really confident the market is going to close the gap immediately, and which is turned out to be true. You see, instead of going up, not even coming down again. You see, at the moment, so I think the oil price were a little bit going to be sort of like they need a few more days for them to stabilize. Okay, so I think oil price can go to 69, this kind of region first. So I'm not really in the hurry to long at all. Okay. So my point I'm trying to say is that try not to follow the news all the time. The news can trick you. Okay. This is my point here. You see, instead of gap up, they really gap down. Okay. So, and last but not least, I want to talk about Bitcoin. All right. Bitcoin is important. Something is brewing here. All right, just now I mentioned that Bitcoin, Bitcoin, we have sort of like what did I mention is that the OI is really picking up. I mean, there's a lot of force coming in to push the market higher. Okay, and I also mentioned that on last week, right? And then I think last Saturday or Sunday, I posted up my weekly Bitcoin analysis. You can go back and see it's on my wall as well. It's also in my Telegram channel. Okay, I mentioned that there's something that I noticed of. Okay, of course, I cannot see the future at that time, so I did not see this candle yet, right? So you see, what really happened was that you see that time was OI is bearish, price action also quite bearish, so it's quite negative, right? And you can see there is a so-called like the volume factors they are really bearish. You see, they are almost very bearish around here. Can you see this is the same level, right? If let's say the market is supposed to be bearish, last week, the price should have been here, You see the same level here? You see, market should have been here. But can you see the divergence or sort of like a irregularity here? All right, you see, there was a very strong selling coming in. All right, there was a very strong selling coming in, but the price failed to go down a lot lower. You see, instead, even the price go down and they managed to recover and close a little bit, a little bit on the high side. That's the reason why I wrote in my analysis that something is going on. All right. So you see, it's turned out to be quite true. You see, what is happening? So what is going on? What is going on is that last week, a lot of sell attempt are being absorbed in. So we can say this is a very bullish gesture or very bullish gesture. All right. So that means the very bullish side, that means somebody is really buying all the selling. Whoever sells somebody strong is really absorbing all the selling. So when the selling is over, which is this red color candle become a green color, that means the market can rise higher. So to me, now put it this way, please be very, very careful with the sell side now. Looks like somebody is really absorbing all the selling. So the moment all the selling pressure is being go away, the market will rise. Okay, so I think the next stop 69,000 or even 69.5 if potentially possible. So Bitcoin is a little bit coming back to the bullish side. That means can go up lah, put it this way. Okay, so guys, let me just have a quick recap. All right, I am expecting some sale. Okay, first one is New Zealand. New Zealand have a bit of chance of going up higher. I particularly like the today candle. And the second one is silver. I think the silver also, I think it's better for us to wait and buy only. Number two. And number three is Hong Kong and of course Chinese market in particular. And I want to tell you that this Hong Kong and Chinese in the near foreseeable future, I think maybe 1 or 2, 3 months time, it is better to be on the buy side only. I hope you make quite a lot of money by following this. And if the market go up higher, don't be immediately close and take profit immediately. Try to add position and try to squeeze as much profit out possible from that particular direction. Of course, do it with the proper risk management. Okay, don't bet a lot, don't put a lot of risk. Okay, because there's something called timing. All right, we need to be very careful. So just have a quick recap again. New Zealand, I think not bad. Silver, I'm waiting for some potential long, and Chinese market, I'm very, very, very bullish. And the last but not least, I'm seeing some bullishness on the Bitcoin as well. Okay, guys. Guys, I hope today is a fruitful days or a fruitful session for you. I will try my best. Maybe every week I will just do it like maybe half an hour, just go straight to the point, and I will show you what I think, and then of course the supporting reason behind that. Okay. So guys, I hope it is good. So I will call it a day. If you like this video, please help me share it. And if you're watching from the YouTube, you can share it. You can comment as well. And yeah, I see you guys again next week. Okay. And for my Burmese friend, I will see you guys on Wednesday. All right. For my inner circle, of course, I see you every day. Okay. So guys, have a great week ahead. And yep, this week and next week is going to be very, very important. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. See you guys. And bye-bye for now. Thank you. Thank you for coming.